In the last 24 hours, 3 large wallets have been actively buying up Ethereum during price dips, acquiring a total of more than 23,000 Ethereum. This was reported by analysts from Look Chain, citing Spoten Chain. Specifically, AddressX withdrew 12,000 Ethereum from the Binance exchange about 18 hours ago at a price of $3,854, amounting to approximately $46.3 million. In total, this wallet now holds 67,981 Ethereum, or approximately $264 million. In New Whalexy withdrew 8,491 Ethereum from the OGS exchange about 5 hours ago at a price of $3,824, which amounts to approximately $32.5 million. Hacker Radiant Capital converted 9.7 million DAI into 2,550 WETH through 3 different wallets about 6 hours ago at an average price of $3,803, after which they continued mixing coins via the Tornado Cash. Thus, over the day, the market has seen active accumulation of the second largest cryptocurrency by market cap by large holders, which analysts interpret as a sign of growing confidence in Ethereum at current price levels. The asset's price is at the level of $3,900, according to TradingView at the time of material preparation. Let us recall that at the end of September of 2025, 2 whales inactive since 2018 transferred 200,000 Ethereum to 2 new addresses. At the same time, the largest public holder of Ethereum remains Bitmain Immersion Technologies, whose balance holds 3.24 million Ethereum, approximately $12.6 billion at the current rate, according to CoinGecko data. In early October, Bitmain increased its reserves by another 23,823 Ethereum, according to on-chain analytics data. The second largest public holder of the asset is SharpLink Gaming, which controls 859,853 Ethereum. Citizens Bank in its report forecasts more than 200% growth in SharpLink shares, calling the company a new Ethereum expert. The report notes that SharpLink's model is a flywheel for the growth of net asset value as the Ethereum ecosystem expands. Citizens expects that the asset's price may exceed $7,000 by 2026 and reach more than $20,000 by 2030, which, in analysts' opinion, will fuel the capitalization of companies that are accumulating this asset. Third place among large holders is occupied by Bit Digital with 150,244 Ethereum. The company, previously specializing in Bitcoin mining, announced plans at the end of September to issue convertible bonds worth $100 million to finance the development of its Ethereum strategy. Ethereum is transitioning to the final phase of the Fusaka update testnet. This is the last important stage before the expected launch of the mainnet on December 3. The update introduces a limit on the amount of gas for each transaction in the amount of about 16.78 million units to improve block efficiency and prepare the network for parallel execution. This change, already in effect in the whole Eski and Sepolia testnets, is designed to prevent individual transactions from consuming the entire block's gas. Previously, one transaction could use up to the entire block's gas limit of 45 million units, which created potential denial of service risks and limited scalability. The gas amount limit restricts the computational power that one transaction can use. This ensures that no transaction can monopolize the entire block and allows the network to process activity more evenly. By introducing a limit on the gas amount for each transaction, Ethereum aims to make block construction more efficient and predictable. This ensures that several small transactions can fit into one block. This change is part of the broader transition of Ethereum to parallel transaction execution. This is an important milestone in the network's roadmap, which will allow processing several transactions simultaneously. The introduction of the gas amount limit for transactions occurred approximately a week after Ethereum launched the Fusaka update in the Sepolia testnet, increasing the gas limit for the entire block approximately from 45 million to 60 million. The next stage of the Fusaka update is scheduled for launch in the Hudi testnet on October 28, and the deployment of the mainnet is expected in December 2025.
The Fusaka update is an important part of the Ethereum roadmap and follows the Denkin update in March 2024 and the Pectra update on May 6, 2025.
The update introduces several changes. It increases the default gas limit in Ethereum blocks to 60 million, sets the gas limit per transaction to 16.77 million under Act 7825, and introduces PeerDAS for the first time as a key feature of the update. PeerDAS or pure data availability sampling allows Ethereum nodes to store only small random fragments of layer 2 data instead of the entire dataset. This approach ensures network security by reducing hardware requirements and providing cheaper and higher performance scaling for layer 2 networks.
Amsterdam, the next update after Fusaka, will focus on the Ethereum execution layer and introduce ETH 7928.
This will be the network's first major step towards parallel transaction processing. Gabriel Trintinaglia, a protocol engineer at Basu, a consensus client, stated that these testnet updates are crucial for building confidence before the mainnet fork. They allow client teams, validators, and the ecosystem to verify performance, identify edge cases, and fine-tune parameters before activation.